There's a lot of speculation on the internet about Shannon Sharpe and his sexuality. Some people say he's gay, some people said he's not, and some people said he's trying to hide it. But the one thing that I can say about Shannon Sharpe is he is very freaky. I mean, we've seen the text messages, we've seen evidence, and he definitely has a thing for OnlyFans models. And what this will lead me to believe is that Shannon Sharpe has what I would consider a sexual addiction.
One of the main symptoms of a sex addiction is that it feels out of control. You can't control your behavior. So regardless of how high your sex drive is, if you feel like you have control over it, then sex addiction or compulsive sexual behavior is not really a concern. According to this source, sex addiction is an intense focus on sexual fantasies, urges, or activities that cannot be controlled and cause distress or harm to your health, relationships, career, or other aspects of your life. So a person may spend a huge amount of time seeking or engaging in sex, all while keeping the activity a secret from others. And although sex addiction involves activities that may be common to a person's sex life, like masturbation, watching porn, phone sex, having multiple partners, it's when your sexual thoughts and activities consume your life that you may be considered to have a sex addiction.
And again, a lot of that is part fantasy because, as you know, we've seen the BDSM things. We're seeing the racial epithets used within some of the language of the discourse between him and the OnlyFans models. But the reality is that it has now affected his life. And whenever your sexual behavior affects your personal life, it must mean that this is a sexual addiction. Now, we cannot say that this addiction was only heterosexual, but it is strange. We've seen certain evidence of Shannon Sharpe dealing with choking and BDSM ideas stemming from as early as 2010 from people filing complaints against him. Now, the next allegation about Shannon Sharpe is even worse, and that is this. Shannon Sharpe might have been grooming his own daughter. Now, his daughter is Kayla. And stop the show. Kayla is fine. I mean, if you can look at this is very interesting. Backside is definitely there. And the way that he's holding his daughter, you would think that this lady is his woman, but it's not. This is how he's touching his own biological daughter, which may lead people to believe other things are going wrong. Now, it wasn't just me that thought that this was inappropriate, because it's hard for me to even grab a woman like this that I'm even dating in public, let alone somebody that is biologically related to me. And I want you to see what people are saying about this in the comment section. This person here says, no father should be touching his daughter like that. Another woman says, he didn't need to touch her like that. This woman here says, excuse me, that don't even look right. Another person says, it sickens my stomach seeing him touch her in that way. So why is his hand on her butt? I call BS. That's very inappropriate. I don't like the way that it looks. Another individual says, I have 2 daughters. We're very close. I've never touched them like he's touching her. This is very disturbing. Another person goes, creep. Another individual goes, this is the type of guy that looks at his friends' young daughters. And you know, the more that we go down the rabbit hole with Shannon Sharpe, the more we see things that we don't like. Now, it's interesting that Shannon Sharpe has all of this beef with everybody else. Shaquille O'Neal, Stephon Diggs, Odell Beckham, Matt Barnes, and all of that. Because, as Shaq said, he know what he did to get to where he's at. And now it kind of makes sense. Shannon Sharpe has no leash on his sexual deviancy, and now it's coming to hurt him. He doesn't have a filter, even with his own daughter. Now, let me just say this, guys. We all like what we like. Some dudes like them thick, some dudes like the white keeper hype, and all of that. That is okay. I mean, especially if these are consenting adults. The issue comes in when you are doing so much stuff that you yourself don't realize it. Look at how Shannon Sharpe talks about this sexual escapade on Nightcap with Chad Johnson.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey, Sky,
it.
I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something.
Stop the cap.
Now, this is interesting. Shannon Sharpe in his mind is so quick to lie on the real Sky Bree. Now, you have to understand that Shannon Sharpe also likes corn stars, okay? He watches this a lot. And in his mind, he's already slept with her, and he's thinking that, oh, I'm already dating her, I'm already smashing her. When the reality was that the real Sky Bree didn't even know Shannon Sharpe. Academics proved it. We can read it right here. He goes, you ain't line up my N-word Uncle Shay Shay up, did you? She goes, I have no idea who he is, to be honest. That clip of him talking about me is like a year old. I'm getting so many DMs and comments saying I'm the one who's suing him, like TMZ just reached out, but no, it wasn't me. Academics goes, oh, word? Now, I have no reason to believe that she's lying because you guys have brought it to my attention that even Adam22 had clapped her cheeks. And she had did some corn with him. So if she did line this dude up, Shay Shay, seems that she should have admitted it. But in Shannon Sharpe's mind, he's already fantasizing about these things, even though he's not doing them. And he's going around telling people that he's already done it because in his mind, he's a sexual deviant. And when he's even grabbing on his own daughter, he doesn't understand boundaries, even with his own daughter. This is why his ex-girlfriend, Michelle Bundy Evans, said the last time Shannon Sharpe saw her, he basically raped her because he doesn't understand no. And this is what the other lady, Gabriella Zuniga, is saying. Hey, Shannon, why did you put your you-know-what in my Duke Shook without a condom, and I told you not to do it? And the boundary is also being crossed with his daughter, who doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Like, oh, he's damn near cuffing my ass in the video. And Shannon Sharpe, again, doesn't understand that that is inappropriate because for him, it's normal. And being a sexual deviant is something that is normal for him. For most people, it is not. And the reason is he's been largely successful. He's won Super Bowls. Whatever issues he's had in the past, people have helped him sweep those things underneath the rug, so it never affected his career until now. It's at age 56 that Shannon Sharpe has finally had to deal with his sexual deviancy. And now he wants to blame the white man, Tony Busby, for all of his issues. But the reality of it is that Shannon Sharpe has always had these issues, even with his own kids. And I'm not indicating that sexual contact happened between him and his daughter. But what I'm saying is we can see the inappropriate touching is already there. And it's there for the world to see. And he doesn't seem like there's a problem with it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.